Emily's not here. We'll fix it in post. It's just like a JPEG of her sitting in.
It's just like this.
It's like you can still see the background of whatever photo she's from.
Asobi! Live.
Laugh.
Play.
My topic today is that Joey loves me.
Oh wait, can we do this real quick before we start
Too
the subject?
much. What is it?
Okay. So Momo the Bean says Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is actually extremely difficult in my opinion.
It is.
Oh yeah.
And
We're having
then
a hard time with it.
and then
Who's that?
Mara
Momo Beans?
says
Momo Beans? Do we know
Just-
who's that?
how freaking popular River is with the ladies.
Who said that? Mara? said
Mara
that?
suggested my topic should be about how popular I am with women, and it's
Ah.
not true.
Mara, you have horrible taste.
Oh man, that was accurate. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Who else was in there? Momo Beans?
Momo the Bean.
Momo the Bean. Do we know Momo the
It's
Bean?
kind of an
Yeah,
empty
she's one
run
of my
today.
coworkers.
Oh yeah, which one?
Stacy. I
Stacy!
believe.
Welcome back. I believe you were here before. I appreciate your support.
I believe that is who it is.
And then
Ah.
Winged Twilight. Oh, that's the same. That's Mara. As a topic.
What Mara is talking about,
Anyway, go
I
ahead.
don't think it's going to make my topic, but what she's talking about is we are working together on a mod called Skyrim Romance, which is essentially a erotic fiction novel.
Mara, would you agree? Yes, I would. My name's Mara. Thank you, Mara. Okay. Go ahead.
Spot on. Just kidding.
Yeah. I don't know what you mean by spot on. She's literally just said that. Don't lift the curtain on us, man. All right, go.
What curtain?
Tell your story.
Anyway,
Momo
so
the Bean says River actually reminds me of a friend I used to have in high school named Jeffrey.
God,
Very
that guy
random,
was-
but there you go.
That guy was awful. We all hated him and would throw stuff at him.
I don't even know him, and I hate him.
All right, go.
So yeah, I voice the main character of the mod.
The
basically.
main character.
Yeah.
Is his name Johnny Main Character?
His name is John Everyman.
So close! Psychic powers.
His
Okay.
name's Bishop, and
Oh yeah, Bishop.
along the way, it's designed. It's intended for female gamers. So along the way, you meet.
Which means we'll be playing it.
Yeah,
And
you
you
meet
can
all
be there
the
too.
little misogynistic fantasy guys, the rich guy, the gang of bandits who want to run a
I'm
train
into it,
on
man.
you.
We gotta do our homework. We gotta know what the women love. And you can tell us if you love it.
And then I play the bad boy. So
Oh, Bishop's the bad boy.
Mhm.
Is this like the what is it? The pigeon dating sim? Have you been hearing about this?
yeah,
I keep forgetting what it's called.
Hatoful boyfriend.
Hatoful
It's
boyfriend.
Hatoful. I don't know how you would say it in Japanese. Hatoful boyfriend.
Isn't it hateful?
Hatoful.
Hatoful boyfriend. Okay.
Anyway,
Hatoful. Like someone who's very wears hats a lot.
I don't know. Anyway, so
I don't know what it
that's-
means. I speak Japanese. I don't know what that is. Anyway, go ahead.
Outside of Asobi, that's what I've been working on this week.
Oh, the mod. The hot. Never mind.
Yeah. Hot female fantasy mod for Skyrim.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm getting warm between the legs just thinking about it.
I might want to see a doctor.
I have to call somebody. Hello.
So I'm going to try and see if I can get any more mileage out of
Don't
this.
women get hot between the legs?
Earlier today, or earlier
I don't
this
know
week,
anything about women.
I brought up I try to not have opinions in my position, but this started a discussion. I'm gonna
I
see
try
if
to
we
never
can-
ever have opinions about
Yeah,
anything.
it's not a good idea to have opinions if you're going
Ever.
to be someone that you want people to pay attention to. Don't have an opinion on anything. Anyway, so
Take that, filthy freak. No. Go ahead.
his career is based on negative opinions.
Love him.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was talking about I'm in this group on Facebook called Indie Game Developers, where I watch people post progress on the games that they're working on, and a lot of people, and they use the excuse of artistic stylization, but they use low poly, it's called low poly. And imagine a
So this
Look
is
at
a
the line graph.
genuine. This is a genuine thing. It's not just this is actually this is what they call it, and they are well aware
Yeah.
of using it and proclaim that they're using it. And okay, I'm just making sure.
So
I just wasn't sure if this was like a thing that viewers and commenters were coming up with.
Oh, no,
you know
no.
what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know what I'm talking about. Oh, okay.
I know you do. We're all learning together. Go
Is
ahead.
a line graph is what you would call graphs that measure our analytics on YouTube, right?
Yeah, totally.
That's what that's the
Yes.
term.
graph, yeah.
And when I watch a line graph, our line graph, I'm very it's
depressed.
no, that was the opposite of what I was going to say. Well, there goes the curtain again. I was going to say the fourth curtain because we just have a bunch of curtains. Anyway, go ahead. Fourth wall curtain.
Are you sure you don't want to finish that thought?
The women
Just
are
did.
talking about you, by the way.
Oh no.
Let me see this. Give me this. Hey, by the way, that. Okay. Just kidding. All right, go ahead and read the things.
Okay, so
I don't need any of you.
And
River's all like, yes.
Momo the Bean
Little-
says,
little hairs
"Does
are
River
perked
do
up."
professional voice acting?" And Mara says, "Hell yeah, he's the best. His
He's
voice
good.
is so sexy and gruff." Momo the Bean says, "Oh, interesting. What else has he done?"
I voiced.
Like-
Well,
Title
okay, if they're
stuff
talking
would
to
be-
each other, we don't
A lot of
necessarily
stuff
need
you
to
should ask.
say
A lot of
what
stuff
they're
you should
saying.
ask him. Yes, Joey. Impressive. Mara says, "Yes."
Oh.
Joey.
Thanks, I was mostly joking, but I do work out.
Thank you, ladies. The money's in your PayPal.
Okay, God.
Anyway, so yeah,
You need to find better jobs.
independent game developers are using what's called low poly graphics, and they call it a stylization. But if you imagine a wire graph or line graph, excuse me,
I do.
you know, you get your sharp ridges,
Uh-huh.
and imagine that under that line graph is all one solid color, one solid color.
Okay.
Now, imagine the entire game is that way. The mountains, the valleys, the terrain, all looks like a line graph that's all the same color. Pretty boring, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
mostly.
So it comes off as a economic and efficient way to design a game, but it's just
I
it's
think
starting
what-
to feel lazy.
I was going to say, I think what River's
Yeah.
trying to say is it's lazy.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're proclaiming that this is what they're doing, I suppose it's, I don't know.
I've seen a lot of really good examples of low poly games.
So would you say that, would your opinion be that they are simply trying to be economically smart, or that they are in fact being lazy?
It's entirely possible that they went into it with the intention of being economically smart,
Yeah.
but then
But it's coming off as lazy.
yeah, it's coming off as lazy because literally everyone is doing it.
Mm.
And I guess
What's an example? Do we know a game that like our viewers might know? Like, are we talking about like Surgeon Simulator?
literally anything that Markiplier plays.
Okay, I guess we'll.
Shots fired.
Shots fired.
Markiplier.
A lot of the
Yeah, Markiplier, come at us,
No,
please.
he can play whatever he wants.
Please
but a lot
come
of
at
the
us.
short horror games
he
that he
wouldn't-
played.
He wouldn't play him if people weren't.
Yeah,
If people didn't care.
and those games would not get exposure unless he played them.
Yeah, those people are
They were
so happy that he plays those games.
A lot of the games that he plays, the short horror games, are made in a free engine called Unity.
Yes,
so
I-
it's easy for people
okay.
to have access and program. But
Follow you now.
I guess the easiest way for people to make games in it is for it to be low polygraph.
Yeah.
And it feels like you're just sliding across the map.
Would you say like what's that game called?
Slender? Absolutely.
is a good example of this. Okay.
Absolutely.
So what we're talking about are games like Slender. That, if you know what that looks like, the original game, not the sequel. Though I would.
I've never
argue
played The Arrival, but I think it's pretty
that-
similar.
I would imagine it's.
The only difference
similar.
is the story.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay,
It's
yeah. So
going
that
in.
happens, and it comes off as lazy.
Yeah.
But
But hey, you do you. And I know
how
that
many
in
people are making these games, though? I mean, which gap?
a vast majority in
Are
that
they talking?
group.
Are they talking to us?
I think so.
Yes.
In that group, they're there to
Markiplier.
practice their craft, and they're probably, I know that it's acceptable to make, to copy another game in order to practice,
Mars.
but then don't release it commercially.
Mars got a list of games to mention out loud.
Tenebris Lake is a good one. Misao and the Mad Scientist, also Anna. Oh, that's Mobo. That's Momo.
Oh, Momo. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, Momo.
Quatters, Pretty Colors, yes. Markiplier.
Way to win.
So Sugar and versus Cry of Fear.
I don't know what any of those games are.
Yeah,
Do
me
you?
neither. That's why I had the phone over.
Yeah, I've heard of some of these.
Okay. Would you play them? There you go, dear.
Thanks.
I'm
Yeah.
making a point. I don't actively play them.
You're making a point to not actively play them.
No. I'm making a point about them.
We should actively
As a
play
voice actor, I joined that group to, see if you need some
Get some
help with your
exposure.
game, I'm absolutely willing to throw you a few lines. And I end up actually just being impressed with a lot of the work that they do.
them. Yeah. Like, is that how you found Rain Check? What was it called?
Risk of Rain? No.
That one.
That was purchased for me.
Oh, but you didn't even... Oh, that's right. Yeah, you explained that in... You explained that in your fine review video of Risk of Rain, which you can find right there, apparently. Thank you, River. You can put it down. Okay. More work for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want me to continue talking?
Mama
or do
the
you want to
Bean
move on?
asks,
If
how much
you
do
ha-
you get paid, River?
That is...
How much do I get paid?
That's so rude.
It varies indefinitely, indeterminately from project to project. Some people don't have a lot of money, some people have no money, and I kind of have this mindset that if I am being paid for it, the pressure's on, and I don't feel like my work is as good because I'm...
But you don't know how much you're being paid for it in advance, would you say?
No, generally I do.
Okay. I vote that you should not. If you can find a way to have your employers tell you not how much you're getting paid in advance so that you don't feel as much pressure.
Well, here's the other thing.
Or is it just
Because if I know that I'm being paid, then I'll feel like the quality of work that I put into it will influence the rate of pay that they're... It just becomes a point of stress. What I'm saying is that I feel like for voiceover work that I don't get paid for, my dad will fucking eat this up. Come back to Oklahoma, you're done. He
I bet that sounds just
work that I don't get paid for, and if I didn't have to eat and live somewhere, I would absolutely do this for free all the time. I feel like I have more fun with that, and I do better because I literally just enjoy doing what I do.
Yeah. It's fun, and we've never gotten paid
Question
for
for
any
you from
voice work that
on the
we've
bottom.
done.
Do you generally receive a lot of information on the games that you voice for and have a passion for the games? If someone wants to, if they inquire about my services, then I ask for as many details as possible. I want to know everything about this character that you know about this character and where you want me to fill in the blanks so that I can be as much in line with your vision as possible. And yes, details about the game. Generally, if the game is going to be released commercially, then I'll have to sign an NDA and they won't tell us a whole lot about the game to be, safe.
Because voice actors are the ones that make the most leaks, informational leaks, I think.
Is that right?
Oh yeah. If I know anything about the industry, and I do know some things about the industry, it's that more often than not, it's a Twitter post from a voice actor that ends up basically confirming a game has come out. That's happened more than enough times on just like Infamous, for instance.
Who leaked on that?
The guy who played Cole McGrath in the second game.
Troy Baker.
No, not Troy Baker. It wasn't Troy Baker. It was a guy from, he was on a Netflix show, I think, but I can't remember his name now. But he came back to voice Cole in All-Stars Battle Royale for PlayStation 3.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Yeah, he came back to motion cap. He basically made a tweet that he was motion captioning as Cole again.
I remember.
Yeah,
that.
and everybody was like, Infamous 3, they're like, it's stuff like that. But he also mentioned that he was voice acting for Infamous 2, I think, also. That he was the new Cole McGrath or something like that. And so everybody knew long ahead of time, that whoever voiced him in the first game was no longer there.
Wow.
For some reason. I'm not sure why. I didn't think he was that bad. Anyway.
Quader says, you're more of a Last of Us and a Dead Space horror gamer. If by that you mean like we prefer AAA horror, I think we're pretty open.
We're definitely open.
Yeah.
Try not to, if you're looking at any of our videos, try not to judge our taste of video games from the videos that we've made so far, because honestly, we only have so much time, and there's so many things that we want to
I
cover.
will tell you this right now, we're not pros at video games.
Not necessarily. If you want to go back to like retro games that I grew up with, I can destroy them as long as I've got
Years of practice.
Yeah, as long as I've got a proper controller to use.
If you're into horror, have you ever experienced independently developed horror? We're currently playing Five Nights at Freddy's if you're late into the podcast.
And we love them very much.
Oh, yeah.
We also I might make River let us play a game called Dreadout, which I would say is horror, right?
Oh, it's definitely horror.
It's definitely horror. The reason why River might be reluctant to have us play this is that River...
You guys can play it. I won't play it.
You don't have to play it. I just want you to be there.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay.
I just feel like it would be...
Why won't you?
Because he's in it.
Oh!
But I want to play it, especially after seeing footage from the new update.
Yeah, the new update looks great.
Yeah. I feel that I would like to play games that River's in not to support him necessarily, but to just support the people who made the game.
I'm down with that.
River feels, and rightfully so. River feels reluctant to play the games because he feels like it's a shameless plug, or he feels like it's pompous, and he doesn't want that to like succeed his reputation. So every time we do, I will make sure that a disclaimer will be, made clear that I'm forcing us to play this game. Because he's in good games, like he's in games that people would be kind of like whatever about. But I'm sure he did work that was great. But he's in games that are genuinely good and like highly praised, like Dust and Elysian Tale. A lot of people really love that game, even if not everyone has heard of it. And almost always the voice acting in that game is praised. The voice acting for Apotheon is also praised, and he's a voice in that game.
That was Cat Icarus that made that?
Yeah, Cat Icarus said that. And so I love that. I love when people are like inadvertently talking about your work because and I'm not just saying this because he's next to me. I know that River is good. You know what I mean? And I'm really like I'm like excited and supportive of his success.
I mean, he made me sound good.
Exactly. You sound great.
Also a director.
And and I'm excited for Emily to keep growing in her artistic abilities too, because I know, like, I just made a comment to Emily yesterday or whatever day it was that, like, I feel like, okay, so I'm surrounded by talent, and it's hard for me to, like, really see the value of it because they're my friends and I'm biased. But, like, the more I separate myself from them, the more I realize, like, just how talented they are. Like, you can't really see the photos that she was showing River earlier, but she's making this costume, and like I'm seeing things like I didn't even know she could do that.
I can
so
try
like,
and show.
You could.
It might be a little blurry, but you're welcome to go.
Yeah.
Tried.
And then she's in art class, and her paintings are really good too. You know what I mean? Like everyone, the three of us always have room to grow, and that's what's great about artistic abilities is because they really only just keep getting better the more you do them.
Mm-hmm.
So Emily has room to grow, and River has room to grow, and I have room to grow in whatever it is that I do.
Let's see.
Let's take a look at. So these are pieces of rabbit from Steam Power Draft. If you don't know, I suggest you check them out because out of context, these pieces might not look like
This is
that.
her
impressive.
Go ahead.
headpiece.
Look down. There it is.
Oh, that came in real clear.
Yeah. Well, so did her painting. The other podcast.
so-
So there's that. There's a headpiece.
It's a headpiece.
Like covers her brain or whatever.
Her brain.
She's a robot.
And then
Mhm.
this picture's a little blurry, but it's like the chest piece
It's a chest piece. Yeah.
goes on the dress.
That's
So
cool. Rock and roll.
that's how I spent my evening.
Sweat.
That's like
Sweat. That's sweat.
Sweat.
Cool. Anything else in the? I guess you're moderating now.
Yeah, I guess
That
so.
we can talk about.
Just kidding.
Anyway,
Paula says she loves the detail on your thing.
the B-tail. Oh,
Detail.
the B-tail. The C-tail.
Did you want to?
These don't have tails.
The topic?
What are you talking about?
You guys
Is
want
there anything? That's all that's being mentioned there.
Well, actually,
Anyway.
a text message just came in about my topic, so maybe I should come in.
Okay, go for it.
Go for it.
So. No, he figured out how to play live Keno.
That's pretty crazy.
So,
I actually always liked Keno.
yeah, he's going to teach me
I
how
never
to
won
play.
$12,000 from it.
Then you're going to be the prodigy.
Yes,
Prodigy. Smack my bitch up.
Thank
Then
you.
I can
I was
get a
looking-
I
sarcastic.
know. I was waiting for you, and then you didn't, so I took it. I took over it.